and welcome to episode 46 of Series 5 of Master League Story Mode. Firstly, I have to apologise for missing the last episode, but we are back with two incredibly big games. And we certainly finished the last episode on a high, dispatching Arsenal somehow. 4th place Arsenal, 3-2 at the Emirates. Absolutely epic win. And we've got a nice week-long break now before we go up against bitter rivals, old rivals, Manchester United, and then possibly the biggest game of Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds career so far. Crystal Palace sit just behind us in 10th. A win against them could maybe banish them to finish below us, and that's where we need to be. I mean, there's probably other sides knocking around, although I think Brighton might have dropped off. So we really are down to the tail end of the season now. We're in the tail of the tail. Let's just remind ourselves of where we are in the league. Just a 2-point lead over Palace. A loss against United could put us in a difficult position, and that's quite possible. But Palace then, well, we could have to beat them to stay ahead of them. Yeah, Brighton are too far behind us now to be an issue. Fulham in 12th. They're a long way off. And actually things haven't been going as badly recently as I maybe believe they were. And that was proven to me in the Discord channel. If you haven't already joined the Discord channel, there's a link in the description. There's a lot of people in there now. It's kicking off really interesting discussions and people sharing about their Master Leagues and their experiences, and very occasionally some absolute gems like that. Not very occasionally, all the time. Very occasionally. This is above and beyond. Ricardo, he popped by to the Discord chat and he's been catching up with Master League Story Mode, and he noticed that I was saying basically since January, since the new signings, I didn't think we were doing very well. And he went into some incredible detail to review that to see whether that was actually the case. So this is word for word from Ricardo. He says, you played 25 games before the January transfer window, of which 44% were against the top 10 teams in the league. Since the January signings, you've played 8 games, 63% of which were against the top 10. He then went on to say that your win percentage is down 6 points to 38%. You're drawing 30% more games now than before, with half of your games ending in a stalemate. Your defensive record has improved greatly, with you shipping 0.6 goals less now than before the transfer window is over. And that's translated to only 1 loss since the transfer window, or 12% of your matches since. Before that, you were losing 36% of all of your games. Doesn't seem like a good win ratio. I'm not sure Tim Sher would be happy with that. You know, he loves a win ratio. And Ricardo sums it up like this: you're scoring more, conceding less, and losing less. And all this during a period in which you face some serious teams. Under your current form, you would score 4 more points in a 38-game season than under your previous form. Wow, that's a lot. Those points would be really important right now. So chin up, you've got this. Looking into rivals' training sessions notwithstanding. Well, that was never proven. Oh no, that was proven, wasn't it? But anyway, incredible analysis, Ricardo. Thank you for that. If you'd like to come on full time as our stat man, then there is definitely an opening. We'll sort something out. So we have played some tough teams recently, haven't we? Chelsea, Arsenal, and it doesn't get any easier now. Let's get into the United game. Now we've got a little bit more positivity around the camp since Ricardo's come in, and I mean, it's actually quite interesting having that, because that is exactly the information that Bielsa would have at his disposal. You know he's got all of those details. You know he knows every single little feature of how well we've been playing and who isn't playing well. And now we need to decide on the teams today. Now, Lookman on the downward arrow comes straight out. That means Juan Brunetta can slot in there, with Shaqiri out on the left, Harrison on the blue. That's tempting, but Son has been consistently good for us. Harrison only in flashes. The defence, the back line can stay as is. The only question now is swap Kobos with Mendes, or should Kobos, another incredibly consistent and many people saying one of the unsung heroes of this series, I think he's going to drop to the bench today. Mendes has got a good defensive side to his game and also on a blue arrow. I think that's worth doing. Interestingly, no flashing arrows for this derby. That's a shame. Quick look at United. Yeah, strong team. They've not made any changes at all. Martial and Sanchez either side of Big Rom. I mean, in real life, I wouldn't be too scared about Sanchez and Lukaku, but in this, they are going to be tricky. Got Rashford on the bench. Bailly, Lindelof and David De Gea are a really tricky trio to play against. They are strong, they are fast, and David De Gea often unbeatable. Right, let's get into this. So we're here in the hallowed ground that is Old Trafford for another Pennines derby. Another derby of the roses. War of the Roses scenario. It's Lancashire versus Yorkshire. Old rivals. They've played each other 109 times. And obviously Manchester United have got the better record. They've won 49 of those matchups. And yeah, I mean, they're actually not particularly close geographically, but it is that Lancashire-Yorkshire divide, that rivalry between the two most stubborn... No, that's harsh. Both home to lots of incredibly lovely people, but there is certain stubbornness there, and there is some grit. Absolutely. And we're going to have to really call on some of that trademark Yorkshire grit. The spirit of the miners. Is that Yorkshire? Anyway, we need to really knuckle down here. This is going to be a big test. A derby day at a time in the season where Bielsa needs a win. Can we find something here? Can we pull something out after dispatching Arsenal in the final seconds of the game? Well, let's give it a go. Alvarez out to Shaqiri, playing wider today. Mendes, lovely turn away from Paul Pogba. And now Mendes is off. He's got a couple to aim for in the box, one of which is Callum Patterson making a great late run. His left foot shot straight at David De Gea. We're going to have to do better than that to beat the Spaniard. Oh, Brunetta can't win it back. Sanchez back to Herrera. Pogba's ball, read well by Bernardo. Oh, that's a bad slide in there by, I think, Eric Bailly. And now Jean Shaqiri. Can he open the scoring here? No, straight at David De Gea. That is awful. And I don't know why Son didn't follow me into the area there. Could have had the simple, sweaty pass across, but he just didn't come and we had to make a decision. Oh, Lukaku is played through and he's onside here. Away from Bernardo. Romero, ex-Manchester United man, bravely down to his feet. Brunetta onto his left foot. Oh, it's a good ball in, looking for Shaqiri. Bailly gets to it. Mendes can pick it up ahead of Paul Pogba. Ball inside, could fall to Maxi Romero here. He's not hit that very well. Come on though, we're starting really positively. Alvarez muscles in, but Pizarro loses out. Now Lukaku, that's a cheeky ball into Alexis Sanchez. First time hit is well saved. Martinez and then Brunetta can get it away. Now Son can latch onto that one. He can find Maxi Romero. Nice passing here, that just about finds its way to Maxi Romero. Now Callum Patterson. Looks to move away from Lindelof. That's nicely worked by the Scotsman. Into Son. Can he find Brunetta here? Looks to slip in. Maxi Romero looks to chip De Gea. Wrong decision there. Should have just hit that one. It's nice work. We're being put under a lot of physical pressure by Manchester United, but we're managing to find space. We're managing to pick passes. That's cutely put through by Brunetta, but Maxi Romero couldn't keep the chip down. Alvarez, great work. Wins it back and then moves it on quickly. He's certainly been one of the reasons that our defence has been better since the transfer window. He's made some high-profile mistakes, but I think on average he's been excellent. Can Son get to this before it goes out? He can. Looks for Maxi Romero. Manchester United have to clear to touch. Pressure is being piled on here by Leeds. Patterson's found himself in a bit of space. Can he get a dangerous ball in? Shaqiri at the far post! And that was a big chance. Valencia was nowhere to be seen. Callum Patterson put the ball straight in. Difficult chance on his weaker foot. The volley. Half an hour in and we're looking like the better side. We need to make this count. Oh no. No. Lukaku through on goal. Oh, that's so annoying. We had that back there. Who was that? Bernardo just got caught under Patterson's feet. Neither of them could react. And despite being ahead all game, Romero couldn't get out quick enough there. Lukaku with the easy finish. That is absolutely gutting. One mistake from Leeds United and we're behind now at Old Trafford. When we were looking so strong. Romero lays it off to Mendes. Mendes looks for Brunetta. It'll fall to Maxi Romero now. He'll spin inside. Maxi Romero with the hit. Son on the rebound. Yes! And level pegging is resumed. And Maxi Romero almost scoring an absolute world beater there. But Son, well, we wanted to trust in him today despite the poor form. He does score important goals for us. And that certainly was one. Fortunately there it fell through to Romero. He spun inside. That would have been beautiful. De Gea with a good save. But he couldn't get a hand to Son's rebound finish. 1-1. Well, we instantly make amends for the mistake. Can we go on now? So there we are, that's half-time here at Old Trafford, and it's been a great game. We replied within just 1 minute of that really unfortunate Romelu Lukaku goal. It was poor defending, but it was, you can sort of excuse it. It doesn't happen all the time. It was just got a bit caught up, maybe lack of communication. Maybe the South American and Scottish accents just don't mix. You'd think Bernardo and Patterson would know each other well enough by now, but they just couldn't quite make their mind up who should have it. So Romelu Lukaku said, all right, I'll have it. But we have had 60% possession. We've created more chances. If we keep playing like this, then Bielsa could well be getting one over on Jose Mourinho, and that is always sweet. Patterson, great turn to find Juan Brunetta. And now Brunetta will bring it forward. Steps inside of Rojo. Can he poke it into Maxi Romero out of his feet? Looks to finish! Oh, yes! The Argentinian connection. I mean, there is an Argentinian spine that runs through this side. At the very least, South American. You can pretty much go Argentinian front to back. I mean, no, Bernardo is part of the spine, really. But Romero at one end, there he is. And there's two of them. Brunetta, Romero, and there's the third, Pizarro. You just need an Argentinian centre-back to really have the spine be all Argentinian. That lovely step inside there from Brunetta. And then such a well-weighted ball. It really just needs just the tiniest little tap into the path of Maxi Romero. That's great footwork to get away from Lindelof, but that is so smart. Put it in pretty much the only place he could. And then Romero is going to take a good finish on your left foot there to beat David De Gea, and that's exactly what it is. He's still got his eye on the golden boot. Marcelo Bielsa's got his eye on safety and job security. And could that be one step closer? Oh, Alvarez. Can he get to this ahead of Lukaku? He can't. It's played very wide to Anthony Martial. He puts a dangerous ball in. Lukaku's there with the header and Alvarez is caught out. He's just singing his praises, just saying he's one of the reasons we've conceded less goals. Couldn't get to the first ball from Lukaku, who did very well to find Martial. He just picks it up and Alvarez just caught in the wrong position. Well, it's level terms again. This has been a great derby. Shaqiri into Mendes. Mendes steps inside really well. Finds big C-Pats. He tries to cut inside of Rojo. He gets it. Oh, maybe could have gone further there. Maybe could have taken another touch. It was a good angle. The Scotsman couldn't beat David De Gea, but a great chance there. Son with great pressure. Oh, De Gea's going to get there, but he has to hit it. Hi, can Patson win this? Maxi Romero is fouled there by Lindelof. Oh, that was cheeky. But we get it again. Now Patson just needs to square it here. Jean Shaqiri to get the third. Oh, wow. I mean, as much as I really wanted to just bang that with Romero, when we knew David De Gea was out of goal, it worked out quite nicely there, didn't it? And Patson easily finds Shaqiri. The square ball, the tap in for the Swiss. And we're ahead again here in this absolutely incredible Pennines derby. And it's Yorkshire 3, Lancashire 2. Jean Shaqiri won't have many easier goals to score than that, and how painful that would be for the Manchester United fans. Having an ex-Liverpool player score the third goal here. This one far from over, I'm sure. Patson into Son. Away from this guy whose name I've never heard before. Brunetta into Romero. The effort. Mendes! Ooh, it's deflected wide. Oh, Alvarez. Ref! Ref! That was obstruction. That was obstruction. Pogba. Martial. No. Sanchez. No! Fuck off. There was a foul in there somewhere. Alvarez. That was ridiculous. He should never have been allowed to play on there. It was just written in the stars as soon as it came through. Romero just couldn't get a hand to it. Oh, I thought we had it. We've gone more defensive as well. We're going to have to try and win this one. Harrison now down the right-hand side. Can he find the right ball into Maxi Romero? It's a good one here. He'll find Jean Shaqiri. Away from Bailly. Oh, I just can't get the final pass away. Bailly. Great strength there. Now Martial. High ball. Pizarro cuts it out well. Alvarez. Mendes. Could there be one final chance here? Mendes brings it forward. Out to Son. Can he find Mendes again? Can he get a ball into the box? Bailly with the foul shot. Ref! Awful reffing here. We're getting done by the Manchester United at Old Trafford refereeing. That's unbelievably annoying. 83rd minute goal from Alexis Sanchez. After Alvarez was pretty much held off the ground by the United player. Should never have been allowed to play on. We absolutely had them. We came to Old Trafford. We made them look shit. Somehow they came away with 3 goals. I mean, the point's better than nothing. And actually to come away with 5 points out of a possible 9 from Arsenal, United and Chelsea is pretty good. But on our day, we should have won that. Deary me, how did Palace get on? Oh, they drew with Brighton as well. That's a big result for us. It does make, again, this Crystal Palace game absolutely crucial to the complexion of Bielsa's season. And Son has been given the nickname the Oriental Computer. Oh, not sure about that one. Not sure if that's... I don't think you can... Oh, would it have been given to a non-Asian player? I don't know how that has been calculated. I don't know what the algorithm is to give him that nickname. That is probably not best. Well, look. Forgot we were negotiating with Kluivert. That's interesting. We are struggling to find new players, though. We obviously do get a new scouting location. But Roma have said we can have him for 1.7 million salary. That's not bad. And 9 million transfer. Well, it's certainly something to consider. We haven't put any trades from in, but maybe. I mean, he would be a great replacement for Son, who's obviously going back to Spurs. He's been on a loan. fairly similar sort of players. That's probably would work quite well if we can find the money. Scouts are struggling, so we will need to change that, but we'll change that at the end of the season. Right. Let's focus now on this absolutely massive game. Marcelo Bielsa's job stands in the balance. Oh, and Son, that's not a good start. Brunetta will come in again. Brunetta's looked great in every game that he plays. He was instrumental in that last game. Lookman will start today. I'm not 100% sure how happy I am about that. He's never really played that well, but Harrison again. Maybe Harrison or Lookman, that's the question. Let's compare the two actually. They're similar sort of players. Harrison nowhere near as well rated as Lookman, who's a better finisher by a long shot. He's quicker. He's just better all round, isn't he? It's a big shame. He's not really done much yet, but now would be a great time to play against the 4-4-2 of Palace. Mayer in the centre, his quality. Zaha up top, definitely one to worry about. Solid players throughout the side. You can see why they're in the sort of mid-table range that we are. Just a few wins away from a European race, but not quite in it. That's where we find ourselves as well. 92 team spirit and Maxi Romero on a blue arrow. We really need this at Elland Road as well. This is huge. So the chairman made Marcelo Bielsa very aware of his targets at the beginning of the season, and I guess when we started, 9th place seemed doable. I think really in my heart of hearts I thought we probably would do it. I didn't think it would be this close. And this Palace game now could see us slip down into 10th if we fail to beat the London side today here at Elland Road. Xherdan Shaqiri played quite well in the last game. He's going to need to play well again. He's got his goal, needs to keep the goals coming. He's playing out on the right-hand side today for a change. Brunetta in the centre again. Needs a big game. Come on. It's Brunetta over this one. He'll try and fly to high ball in to the head of Callum Patterson. He'll battle with Coati. Great strength. Oh, Romero with the first chance of the game. It's well saved by the feet of the keeper. It was a big one though. Brunetta, edge of the box to Patterson. Inside of Milalovic. Oh, it takes a deflection and it comes off the post. Pizarro. Brunetta looks to play it back into Pizarro. Milojevic does enough. Oh, Zaha has slipped through. Martinez is back with him. Gets one challenge in and then gets another. Great display of defensive grit there from Martinez. And he'll bring it forward. He's got no problems carrying the ball. Shaqiri inside. Finds Juan Brunetta. Back to Kobos. It's simple stuff here. Lookman away from Ward. We'll put a ball up with the left foot into Romero. Should have just hit that one. No. We've struggled to create chances in this one, and that was one of the better ones. 34 minutes in here. This is a very cagey game. Van Aanholt now into space. Martinez can't get across. Patterson is there to try and stop the header. Very nearly failed in that. Oh, Brunetta, what are you doing? No. Zaha is onside. Oh, my God. And that's going to be half-time. It's been sloppy. It's been tense. No one wants to make a mistake. Leeds United, as they did in the last game, have had the lion's share of possession and chances, but we need to take them. Maxi Romero with his trademark turn. Oh, what a save that is. First real chance of the game for Maxi Romero. We need to get the ball more to him. We need to get him in those positions as well. On the half turn, so dangerous. And he's away. That's a great fingertip save to deny us. Oh, Martinez. His touch puts it back into Sorloth. Oh, big save there from Romero. We really needed that. That would have been really unfortunate. Patterson. Wide to Shaqiri. Brunetta can play it back into the Swiss international. Can he put a ball in with the right foot? Martinez is in the box. We don't want to lose this one. We can draw. We don't all need to be up there. Martinez is still up there, but he's given the ball away. And now Sorloth can bring it forward. Bernardo steps out, but we can't get it back. No. Go out, go out, go out. No. Van Aanholt. Patterson. Great strength. Oh, the header falls kindly to Maxi Romero. Can't get it to Brunetta. Oh, it does just get there. Patterson into Shaqiri. Into the box. And Shaqiri with the effort. Goes the wrong side of the Palace keeper. We are really straining to get the goal here. Mendes, the substitute, turns away from Townsend really well. Looks to play in Maxi Romero. He'll turn here. Dan with the good challenge. And he gets it away as well. We've got to be careful here. It's 3-on-3. We're still committing men forward to try and score the important goal. But if Palace get one now, our season could be over. Oh, Bernardo. Mr. Dependable. Knew the danger was there. Harrison. Bounces off his man. And then brings it forward. Harrison strong running. the ball was on to Mendes, but now it isn't. Oh, Mendes just made the wrong runs there. So frustrating. That could have been it. 10 seconds or so left in this one. What do we do? It's a ball into Brunetta. Pizarro. We just need to get it into Maxi Romero. Oh, Romero! Yes! In the final seconds. We just needed to get it into the feet of our man. He's not seen anywhere near enough of the ball in this game. On a blue arrow, the captain finds something in the dying embers. Well, you can see what it means to the home fans. The Leeds United fans know that that could be our ticket to... I mean, they're probably not so fussed about finishing 9th. But maybe they know that Bielsa has been on the rocks with the chairman. They don't want him to go. He's already a cult hero here at Leeds United. We just needed to get it into Romero. And Dan has been great all game at keeping him out. But somehow it just squirmed through. It was meant to be divine intervention. Who was it? Pizarro with the ball into him. This is what we needed all game. He's great with his back to goal. He's always got the first touch away from the defender. Really unlucky though for Crystal Palace. They've fought hard all game to keep us out. They just couldn't manage it for that final few seconds. And that could be a full time here. Should be full time. It is full time. And that is massive for Leeds United. Absolutely huge. The second minute of extra time. And that will just give us a little bit of breathing space going into these final 3 games. It's by far from over yet. We could still mess this up. We weren't as dominant as we felt. We had all the possession. Couldn't create the chances. Crystal Palace defended very, very well. But right at the end, we just dug out that little bit of extra effort. We knew Maxi Romero just needed it to feet. He got it. We finished it off. Wow. Incredible scenes here. Incredible scenes. And that's up into 9th. Oh no, not up into 9th. We stay in 9th. And that 5-point cushion could be really, really important. And still with 3 games left, 5th place a possibility. We're only 5 points behind Spurs. 4th is out of reach. Got to stay positive though. I feel like even if we finish in 10th, surely we're not going to get the sack if we finish 10th. And what a month this has been. 3 big games. Doesn't quite include the Chelsea game, which was in the month just before. But these were always going to be 3 crucial games. And to get 2 wins and a draw against United at Old Trafford, pretty decent. Maxi Romero back in the goals. 3 goals for him and an assist. Brunetta with a goal and an assist as well. He's been pitching in. And Son, important, as we always say. I think Kluivert would be the great replacement for him, if we can afford him. Brunetta's been absolutely key. As we can see, he's been heavily involved. His dribbling's been good. Patterson's dribbling's been good. 89% success rate on his dribbles. Not done too many. I mean, Brunetta's done almost double the dribbles of anyone else and keeps at 81%. Is pretty impressive. His pass success rate, passes received, not amazing, but he's always trying to play those killer passes. Bernardo's been strong in the air. Alvarez winning some tackles, that's good to see. And Maxi Romero's finishing at 27%. If we could have that for the season, well, it probably is on about that for the season. And Son, well, deadly, 100%. 2 shots, 2 goals. Shaqiri could be finishing more, but he's getting into the right positions now. There we are, team of the month. Son and Romero sneak in. That's lovely work. Now we've got a nice long rest before a very winnable game against Huddersfield. Of course it's another derby. Every game's a derby. The final fixture now only 3 games away. And an extra 210,000 in the salary budget. Excellent. Lovely stuff. So we scrape a 1-0 win. That's what we needed. Puts us in 9th. Maxi Romero only 3 goals behind Mo Salah for that golden boot. Is he going to be? Are we going to be able to keep hold of him if he keeps scoring? I mean, he's already shown what he can do. Although surely other clubs are going to come sniffing. Well, join me in the next episode for Huddersfield and West Ham. And then we should probably know by the end of that episode whether Bielsa keeps his job. But today's episode, wow, that was a good one. I enjoyed that. I'll see you in a bit.